Beverages with Brad.
Welcome to Beverages with Brad. This is my guest, Dennis Mello.
Hello.
I'm going to start off with a really stupid question.
Sure.
Is that your real name?
Yes, it is, definitely.
What are the odds of you being the most mellow person I know and having the last name
I think
Mello?
sometimes when you have a given name, you kind of take on the personality. Yeah, the personality.
So
of
I
that.
should pierce things.
Yeah, you should walk around with a sword.
The reason I asked that, because I felt stupid asking that, but it's come to my attention lately that a lot of local comics have stage names.
Yeah.
Which when I found that out, I thought was... Does ridiculous sound too derogatory?
No, I agree.
No offense to anybody who does it, but I don't get it really. Like I don't understand. Like nobody cares.
Nobody cares at this point.
Nobody
I can
cares.
See, like if you're like 10 years in, you're trying to make a run at something.
And I'm always like, and the thing is too, is it's never like a really cool stage name.
No.
Like, all right, I'll pick on Roman because he's a friend of mine. So I've known Roman for a few years, and I was like, oh yeah, Roman, yeah. And someone's like, oh, that's a stage name, and I'm like,
Roman who?
Pierce, Roman Pierce.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm like, what? If you're gonna pick a stage name, why not like Thor or something like that?
Whisper, what's his real name?
I already forget. I think it's like Jeff or Bob or I don't know.
Larry Pierce.
I actually don't even think his last name might be fake.
Roman Pierce.
I think it might. I think his last name might actually be fake.
Maybe he grew up on Pierce Street and it's like.
No, I was told because he grew up Roman Catholic. That's where Roman came from. Not something you want to be proud of these days. Their organizations had some bumps along the way.
Yeah, to say the least. Yeah.
Did you grow up in a church?
I grew up on a raised ranch, but I did go to church. Yeah.
A Catholic or something else?
Catholic, yeah.
You don't strike me as the. Oh, we have our art coordinator. Art director?
Art director.
Who's the one that handles all the props and I think it's either an art director or coordinator,
she's a stage director.
Stage director. No, Cole.
Key grip.
Has produced us. Now, if you notice, Dennis has been holding his glass, but she was very concerned.
Yeah.
It was bothering her that these drink containers weren't even.
Weren't matched.
That was a big problem for her.
Al agreed, and so that's why you have a glass now. So.
Could you see, now do you see why this show is so popular? Why we get like 8 views every episode? Because this is fascinating shit we're covering. So I
would think of a little less. You have 8?
Yeah, because Al usually watches it like 4 or 5 times each episode.
You have a credit on the roadshow, so I don't see how you can have 8.
You do love the fact that I was on the roadshow. But for the middle-aged housewives at home, the roadshow is a kind of news show, kind of like a local Good Morning America type news show.
I remember when they had auditions for that show.
Right, to be a host.
Yeah,
I don't think I was fitting for that. Did you audition for that?
I did not. I think it was too young.
I auditioned. Well, I'm very old.
We're the same age.
Yeah, we're the same age. I auditioned for it. It was way before I did stand-up or anything. And I pretty much just made a complete ass out of myself. But anyways, I was on the road show, I don't know, a couple of years ago. And that's really fascinated you that I was on that show.
See, so my job lets me work from home sometimes. And all of a sudden I hear Brad Pierce's voice. Which is like, it's
and you were
like
perplexed.
nails on a chalkboard, yeah.
Was my accent different than everybody
No,
on the panel?
it was heavy.
Yeah, it surprisingly they haven't asked me back, which I know is shocking. Probably.
I think it's because they couldn't. There's only so much editing they.
Well, they have subtitles, I bet. Yeah, I was on the road show, and it did not jumpstart my career because here we are at the bowling alley doing.
You never
an
know
interview.
someone. Well, actually, I think that's how you got the Conan credit. Is that he saw you on the road show?
Yeah, he loves the road show. You can only get it, I think, in Rhode Island. So I think every weekday.
I'm sure it's online too. So
Conan travels to Rhode Island every weekday at what 10, 9.
Yes,
When's
he does
it on?
live in Southern Rhode. He has a house in Rhode Island somewhere.
Well, he went to Harvard.
Yeah, I mean that has nothing to do with.
Did you go to college?
Kind of.
Kind of went to college.
Yeah, I kind of went. I have 2 associate's degrees, which I guess is a bachelor's degree. If you do the college math. Yeah, college math.
So if I get, so I have a bachelor's degree. If I get another bachelor's degree, I'm basically a doctor. I'm a doctor.
No, you got a master's, and now you got to get 2 masters for a doctorate.
All right, so where did you get your degrees?
Air Force, with the Air Force.
Okay, so that's why you said kind of?
Yeah, well, I had to go to regular community college and then, for like math and reading and stuff like that.
What are your degrees in?
Electronics, applied science and electronics, and information systems.
Could you make a bomb if you wanted to?
No.
All right, good, because that would actually frighten me if that's.
You work on computers and circuit boards.
That's about as exciting as I figured your job probably was.
Yeah.
Yeah. How old were you when you joined the military?
18.
Why did you join the military?
Because I didn't get into college.
Is it offensive to tell you that you don't strike me as a military guy? Is that offensive?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, you don't strike me as a military guy.
I don't think a lot of people think that.
Yeah, no.
They're like, really? You're in a thing? Yeah. And when I was in, I would have to, shave, and everybody hated it.
Yeah, well, I thought there was a height, limit or whatever.
All right, well, are we allowed to swear?
Although, yeah, absolutely. Although pilot, you'd be great as a pilot, though. My brother wanted to be a pilot. They wouldn't let him. He's too tall.
I think you have to be, you have to be in between heights.
You have to be.
You have to have.
So if we had a kid, he would be the perfect height to.
Yeah,
be a
probably
pilot.
right in the middle, like 5'8", 5'9",
All right. Well,
6
science
foot,
is
whatever
doing amazing things right now because I'm friends with a married lesbian couple, and they just had a kid. So there's no reason we can't have a kid.
Isn't that, it's weird to think about that, and then you're like, well, it's kind of rude to ask how that happened.
Yeah, science is doing amazing things, man.
I'm sure it's not the same math as the degree math. So.
It's very similar to working on circuit boards. So we'll have a kid, and he'll be a pilot.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Top Gun 2 coming out?
I don't care.
As I thought we're the same age, I thought you would appreciate that. Plus, we have some kind of 80s music playing in the background.
I think they should reinvent the wheel.
Are you a fan of Top Gun, the original?
I mean, it's not bad. It's not great, but.
You're afraid they're going to ruin your childhood with the sequel?
Yeah, the guy from ER. I forget the guy's name.
From ER.
Anthony Edwards.
I never watched that.
Is that his name?
Anybody?
Anthony
I feel
Edwards.
like we have a live audience. This is exciting. It's not important. No one cares about ER. But he's in the movie or something? I don't understand why.
Yeah, he's Tom Cruise. He's the guy who goes down, I think.
Wait, what?
Or he's
You talking
Tom
about
Cruise's
Goose?
part. Yeah.
You talking about Goose?
Yeah.
From the first one.
Goose from Top Gun? Is that what I'm Googling?
Yeah, who's from Top Gun? Who's Maverick?
Maverick's
Tom Cruise?
Tom.
All right, so
But Goose can't be in the sequel unless they resurrect him or
I
something.
only know that "Take My Breath Away" is in that movie.
Oh, it's a great fucking song.
Anthony Edwards. That's
Be
what
honest, do you like that song?
Yeah,
I love
do.
that song.
That's the only movie I know it from.
I really, in true Brad Pierce fashion, I'm kind of all over the place, but I actually would like to hear your experience as an 18-year-old Dennis Mello going to fucking boot camp, because that shit's no joke, man.
Oh my God, it was awful.
Like, you're a mellow guy. I can't imagine someone waking you up at 4
I
in the
went-
morning,
I flew-
Dennis, do 50 push-ups. Like,
Yeah.
I picture you just waking up with a cigarette and then a cup of coffee and be like, what? 50
I
push-ups?
thought that was kind of how it was going to be, but it was not. Oh, my experience.
What do you mean it wasn't like that?
No, not at all.
They were really lenient? They're like, do what you want.
Yeah. That's how you win wars, is to have,
Half-ass
kinda
it.
just,
Well,
laid
drones
back
weren't around,
military
man.
guy.
They had to push you somewhat.
I don't think we had drones. The drones weren't around when I joined.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
you couldn't be lazy. So what?
No, you have to do all the killing on your own, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So tell me a little bit about how intense it was. When did it first hit you that, I probably shouldn't have done this? Because that must have gone through your
Day
head.
fucking one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you give me an example?
All right, so I flew to Air Force Basic Training is in San Antonio,
Okay.
and I flew to San Antonio on December 31st,
Okay.
and that was my my ingress to the Air Force was pissed off training instructors because they had to be at the base on New Year's Eve.
So they were already mad. They're going to
They
be
were
dicks
already
anyways.
fucking pissed, yeah.
And now they have an extra reason to be pissed.
Yeah.
So give me an example of somebody, like an interaction with one of these guys. Because I don't know. I never went to boot camp.
I had a drill instructor that was a female.
Okay.
And she was about, I'm short, I'm 5'4", and she was probably no taller than 5 foot.
Okay.
Her name was Staff Sergeant Cute.
Cute. So you're Dennis, you're mellow, and you're a mellow guy.
Yeah.
Was she cute?
And she was cute. No, not really.
just happened
she
to be
was kind of
small.
like backwoods, fell off the back of a wagon type
Okay.
girl next door.
Rough and rugged.
Yeah.
Okay.
Came up in my face because your uniform has to be perfect.
Right.
Came up in my face
Right.
and told me I better fix the fucking button that was unbuttoned on the bottom that I had no idea.
And what did you say? Yes, ma'am.
You're not allowed to say anything.
You don't say anything.
You have a reporting statement to talk to them.
I thought you had to say yes, sir. Like no, you just say
No.
nothing.
You say nothing.
Say I would fuck up right off the bat. I just
just
saying yes, sir,
do it.
yes, ma'am. Okay, continue.
What's another thing that happened? They didn't really know my name. Like, my name carried into basic training. It was not fun. No, this is the loudest chalking of acoustic I've ever heard.
Oh, all right. I was like, somebody needs to put some oil on that.
I kept out of trouble, so they didn't really know me until the end.
How many hours of sleep did you get at night?
We went to bed at probably 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then Reveille would go off at 4:45 every morning.
And then when you wake up at 4:45, do you immediately have to start running and doing push-ups? Because that's what I picture. You understand, I'm very dumb. I don't know how it works. I picture you wake up, scrub the floor with a toothbrush for 3 hours.
You have to be outside. You have to be outside for 5 a.m.
Okay.
to go run.
To run.
Before you can
Don't
go
strike
run.
me as a runner.
I'm not, but I had to be, and it sucked. In order to be ready for 5 a.m., all the beds have to be made. All the beds have to be aligned. The bathrooms have to be spotless. The shoes have to be straight. There should be no dust in any drawers. You had a drawer that had all your toiletries in it. All of those things have to be in a row.
At any
like
point,
your razor blade, your thing, they're like, it's like an autistic military
it's like Nicole
thing.
with the beer glasses.
Yeah,
like everything has to be just
everything
right.
have to be just right.
And at any point while putting your, toothbrush and everything in order, I don't know why I keep going back to toothbrush. Did you ever think to yourself, I'd like to try stand-up comedy at some point?
No. I was too. I was scared. I actually didn't shit for 3 weeks.
Because of nerves?
4 weeks. Yeah.
Nerves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is probably, I don't know where it was going. But I
think I would have shit myself when the little butch lady was screaming at me. I think I would have shit myself.
They used to do this thing. You would have to stand at attention, and you're not allowed. If you look at them in the eyes, they tear you apart.
You're not allowed to look them in the eyes.
Yeah, what are you eyeballing me? That kind of thing.
So I was told, I don't know if this is true or not.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
I was told that, I don't know if this is true or not. I had a friend that works in film. He told me that Eddie Murphy doesn't let people look in his eyes. That's just a rumor. Sorry, made me think of that. Go ahead.
Yeah, might be a different.
Sorry, dude. This is how I am. I'm sorry. This is how it goes.
So you would have to stay. They would do an inspection every morning after the run.
Okay.
And you would have to stand in front of your locker at attention, which is stiff as a board.
Right.
And they would come up next to you and take the clipboard and flick the clip on the board.
Okay.
And it makes like a really loud noise.
Okay, just to be annoying?
Yeah.
Awesome.
They're trying to break your military bearing, and they did it to me every time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How long were you in the military?
20 years to the day.
20 years. So you must have been glad you did it if you stayed in that long. You must have liked it at some point. You must have grew to like it.
Yeah, the thing is, all right, so when my first enlistment was 6 years.
Okay.
So that was 98.
So you re-upped, so you must have liked it.
98 to 2005, and I got promoted to E5 at 25 years old, which I think is pretty quick. It is pretty quick.
No idea what E5. Al, are you an E5?
Fuck yeah, dude.
It goes.
That's Al Christakis.
Just to put it in perspective, it goes E1 to E9.
Okay.
So I made the middle of the rank
Relatively
structure
fast.
at 25. Yeah. So at 6 years,
You must have liked it then.
All right, well, I like getting promoted. Yeah.
But if you stayed 20 years, my point is you must.
I can run down for you the decisions because there's a series of decisions.
I don't want to spend the whole show on the military.
All right. Well,
I just didn't
once
pick
you
you in
get
the
to
military.
10 years.
And I didn't pick you in for 20 years, so that fascinates me. I'm interested.
So I'll tell you why.
Decided
It'll
this
be
is
real
for
quick.
me.
6 years, got promoted to E5.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, I'll enlist for 6 more years. This is fun. At 10 years, you're halfway through, so you might as well go the rest of the way, and it sucked.
Because of the
10
money.
years out. Yeah. Well, no, just I guess.
Yeah.
It's not a lot, but yeah.
Okay.
See, that was quick.
That wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
How long ago did you start comedy?
2013.
Why? Why did you want to do that?
Because I had always wanted to do it after joining the military.
Okay.
But I was married.
How long were you married?
Officially?
I guess. I don't know. Unofficially?
Well, there is a story to that. But 13 years.
You're married 13
13
years.
years, yeah.
And what was harder, the marriage or the military?
The marriage, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I
Because I
feel
didn't
like that's a
fail
softball.
the military, yeah.
You did better as
Yeah.
as a soldier.
Yeah.
Do you blame yourself or you blame her for the?
I don't blame anybody.
Okay. Or the guy do you blame the guy in the bit? Jeff, Nick, what was the guy that's Hey, the reason they're doing this is because your mom is
Kevin.
I love that, Kevin. I knew it was some
Mom's
random.
fucking Kevin.
I knew it was like a generic white guy name. I knew that.
The funny part is Kevin works because Kevin works, right? It works better than any other. It used to be Todd. Todd doesn't really work.
Todd's funny though.
Kevin is funnier, I think.
Kevin's funny.
And she has 2 ex-boyfriends named Kevin. But
Did your wife cheat on you with a
No, not with
generic
a Kevin.
boring white guy that Kevin's based on though?
No.
But did she cheat on you?
I mean,
They say behind every joke there's a little bit of truth.
yeah.
Right?
I mean, yeah.
Son of a bitch, Kevin. You know how this guy is a soldier.
Kevin, it's not your real name.
You know who
who
you
the
are,
fuck
Kevin.
you are.
And whoever he is, I know he watches Beverages with Brad. He's a die-hard fan.
What a coincidence.
He's
that would be.
always sending me messages and shit.
He's like, hey, have Dennis on. Yeah.
So, what's your favorite Rambo movie of the series?
I
don't know. Fucking military.
No, I don't. So remember that part where you're like, I don't see you as a military guy. Yeah, I don't.
I see you as a guy who watches Rambo, though.
No.
I'm not a military guy.
I think
love
I've
Rambo.
seen Rambo once, and I haven't seen any of the sequels. Not a big movie guy. That was another thing when I was married. We didn't watch movies.
Well, all right. Now I get why you were hanging out with Kevin. Kevin probably liked Rambo movies. I mean, how do you marry somebody who can't watch movies? Half of my marriage has been to sit on the couch watching movies. That's all we do.
Kevin was a yes man.
Oh, Kevin.
Fucking Kevin. I hope that's not
Kevin's a douche, but he does have a good taste in movies.
Kevin's right behind me, isn't he?
Kevin's that's Kevin. He's a lot bigger than you. Okay, so you have no opinion on Rambo. You don't really have much of an opinion on Top Gun 2. These are some serious subjects.
I think Top Gun was done correctly the first time.
What's your top 3 favorite movies of all time?
Goodfellas.
Okay. Oh, you're a mobster guy.
Departed, yeah, and
oh, you like mob movies?
I do, but there was one that's not a mob movie, and I can't remember. I like The Princess Bride.
That's all right. We'll take Princess Bride.
You know what my favorite movies are like, I try to put them on for Nicole, and she doesn't have it. It's like Smoking the Bandit or Cannonball Run.
These are very old movies.
Airplane.
Airplane's a funny movie.
You like Airplane.
That's a funny movie. I can see Nicole being into that.
Yeah, but there's other ones that are like kind of nostalgic.
Okay.
Like I'll put
like Top Gun.
No.
For me, that's nostalgic.
I'll put MASH on, the show MASH, once in a while.
God, I hate that show.
I didn't mind it.
My dad was always watching that as a kid. I thought it was the boringest shit. I mean, maybe I'd like it if I watched it now. I just have memories of watching it when I was like 5. I mean, like, this show sucks.
The jokes are outdated.
I wanted to watch Thundercats, and he'd always have MASH on. You know what I mean? I was always pissed off.
I was more of Voltron.
Voltron's the shit.
Yeah.
How mad does it make you that Power Rangers stole everything from Voltron?
Oh, yeah. Power Rangers is like a poor man's Voltron.
Yeah, then you have all these young kids like Al Christakis who probably doesn't even know about Voltron, and they're thinking Power Rangers came up with all that shit. They should have been sued for that. Yeah,
there just wasn't a female.
Voltron was way better. No, there was a chick in the first one.
You know what I wanted, and I never got it for Christmas, birthdays, anything, was the
robot.
The robot.
Oh, yeah.
So it
my
had
brother had it, and I
and
was so jealous. My older brother, and it was heavy. It was all metal.
Yeah.
That thing was legit.
Never got one.
Like Al is a huge nerd. He actually probably loves Voltron.
I don't know what the fuck Voltron is.
You know what I liked?
Wow, see how young this guy is? He doesn't even know fucking Voltron.
How about GoBots?
GoBots, the Transformers ripoff.
Yeah,
that was fun.
I liked GoBots.
How did you feel about
like
the Transformer
Transformers.
movies? That was a topic
I
on
only
my
saw
last
one.
episode. They suck. Except the Bumblebee one I thought was good. Now I'm burping.
I think that was the first one.
I have a lot of gastro problems today.
Is that the first one, the Bumblebee one?
No, that was it the last one? I don't know. It wasn't. It was like a side story, which usually the side movies blow. In my opinion, that was the only good one. I thought the whole series sucked.
Okay.
That's neither here nor there. I wanted to ask you if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I did a joke one time. It's kind of tough. I don't really care about superpowers, but to have the...
Did Sam Buck just kiss Al Christakis? That was disgusting.
Yeah.
I heard the smack
It's a good distraction
of the
because
lips.
I don't know what it was.
You have no answer.
No. I was going to go into a bunch of bullshit and it got distracted.
That. It's a show. If I keep asking you
No.
questions, you give
I
me one-word
appreciate
answers,
that
we're going
distraction
nowhere.
because I was going to bring up a joke that was really a bad joke.
All right, tell me what superpower.
I know this is audience
I know you can't
participation.
see Nicole, but she just raised her hand. That was rude.
No, yeah.
Go ahead.
Age-wise. Connects or Legos?
Legos.
Lincoln Logs?
Legos. Legos all day.
No, my parents.
First of all,
are-
Lincoln Logs, you can't do shit.
no,
with
and that's like my
But
parents'
is
toy.
Connects?
I never used them.
I never used them. That was
used them 'cause
after
they
us.
suck.
No, they did not suck.
No, we had
never
erector
used
sets.
them, but-
Did you have an erector set?
No, but it's a funny word. It's fun to say. Yeah.
It's an
It's
erection set.
Erection set.
a
Yeah.
rectal set, erection set. There's a lot that can be
It
said
was
there.
pure metal with sharp edges,
Great
nuts
for kids.
and bolts.
Great
Yeah.
for kids.
Connects were way better than like.
Yeah, I never played with Kinects.
And I always asked for Hot Wheels, and then my parents thought I was a lesbian, so they got me.
Well, they weren't wrong. All right, I'm gonna go here. Lincoln Logs, all you can really do is you can build a log cabin,
log cabin.
or a bigger log cabin, or
leave a
a
trail of
smaller
little
log
turds.
cabin. Yeah, you do
Yeah.
big turds if you want.
I wasn't bad.
That was great. What's the superpower of your choice, sir?
I don't know, maybe like Stretch Armstrong because I'm short.
I
Or being
heard that.
invisible.
I never thought of Stretch Armstrong as a superhero. I think that's the first I've heard that reference.
Oh, really?
I
So
would
you think regular people can just pull their arms out?
No, but my point is that there's actually a superhero called Mr. Fantastic who can do that, who is in the superhero world. But the fact you picked Stretch Armstrong to me is great
You
because
picked the
no one
wrong
would
guy
ever
to-
say that.
To do an interview with, because I don't know anything about
Is this
comic
because you're
books.
short? Is that why you want to be able to stretch out?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'd fly. I'm not afraid of heights that much.
Well, I would hope not in the Air Force. You did say Air Force, right?
Yeah.
All right, you looked at me like a dead
But I
jackass.
wasn't like, I had nothing, my job was nothing to do with planes.
Right.
It was radio.
Okay, but you so fly your stretch. Let's go with stretch because no one is ever going to
Yeah.
say that. So why don't you
Yeah.
stick with that?
We'll go with the stretch.
And what would you use that power for, you think?
Probably nothing good.
If the world was being taken over by, not ninjas, Al, not ninjas.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Is this going to be more
Cobra, because he's in the military.
Cobra Commander?
Cobra Commander, and all of Cobra is attacking, okay?
I thought that's who Kim Jong.
Yeah, he works for
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, he's actually Destro if you take the metal helmet off. All right, so Cobra's attacking. You and 4 other people, live or dead, real or fake,
Who
have
we-
to defend the planet.
The planet.
Well, okay, we'll say America. Let's stick with the military theme.
Yeah, 'cause
You
I
and
don't-
4 other people have to defend America against Cobra. Could be real people, fake people, live people, dead, doesn't matter. You and 4 people. What are the 4 people?
Okay. Can they be real or fake?
Real or fake, live or dead, doesn't matter.
Okay, so Mel Gibson's character in Patriot.
Okay, that's a great answer.
Mel Gibson's character in Braveheart.
Oh, that's great.
Mel Gibson's character. No.
That'd be awesome.
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, all right, yeah. All for you and 4 Mel Gibsons.
It would be
Tell us
so.
about the Jews.
Someone Photoshop that now.
Yeah, and the last one is the one getting pulled over by the cops.
Yeah.
Screaming about the Jews.
Yeah, and then Tom Hanks' character in Philadelphia, and we would just
Yeah, he just dies. That's it, right? He's
or
sick.
infects the nation. So, or the bad guys.
Oh, so the secret is Tom Hanks goes and has sex with all of
All
Cobra,
the
gives
bad
them all
guys,
AIDS.
yes.
Yeah, I see.
This
That's great.
has to take place
So wait.
in the '80s, though, before like Magic Johnson met us.
Did you see it before the secret medicine? Yeah. What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
So there's you, and then we got Mel Gibson and the Patriot,
Yeah.
Mel Gibson and Braveheart, Tom,
Which those are the same movie.
pretty
They're
much
just different. Yeah.
different wars. Tom Hanks, Philadelphia,
Yeah.
and you got one other person.
Oh,
This is gonna be a fierce team of
We're not doing
fighters.
drunk Mel Gibson? Cobra's responsible?
no. I want to do drunk Alec Baldwin.
Drunk Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
The
Wow.
cheeseburger, that video?
Yeah.
Cobra, look out.
No, not Hasselhoff. Alec Baldwin.
All right, this is gonna be a mean team. Hey, thank you.
Actually, can I take it back?
Sure.
Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff.
Yeah,
And
Knight
whose
Rider.
place is he taking?
Alec Baldwin.
Wait, so do you want Hasselhoff or do you want Michael Knight? The character.
No,
from
I
Knight
want
Rider.
I want drunk Hasselhoff laying on the floor eating a cheeseburger.
All right, perfect. Hey, listen, that's going to be a great team. Thank you for being on Beverages with Brad.
Thank you for having me.
A little bit of a clusterfuck, but I enjoyed myself.
No, it was
Did you
fun.
enjoy yourself?
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
The problem is I can't bust your balls anymore for not having me. So
Yeah, I know. Your
dream's
birthday.
over.
When's your birthday?
February 4th.
It's Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
I was standing next to Dennis Mello at a urinal, as we often do, holding hands, and he said,
Touching-
when am I going to be on so that you can celebrate my birthday by reposting Beverages with Brad? So here we are. Your dreams are coming
Here we
true.
go. I know. I think people have different degrees of making it, and I think this is it.
This is the top, my friend.
Yeah.